Hey y'all, I'm back. I'm going to be talking about a TV series that came out in 2019, and I never knew this show existed, which I wish I would have. It's called In the Dark, and y'all, it's about a blind girl, and her name is Murphy, and what it pretty much like the beginning. She goes out and smokes a cigarette and all this because her roommate doesn't like her smoking in the apartment. And she has got this friend that kind of hangs out like on the street or in the alley or something. His name is Tyson. And he has become like really good friends with her over the years. I think she met him when he was like 14, 15 years old. And he asked her, hey, feel my face so you can know what I look like. She's like, I'm not doing that. That is stupid. Which I've been asked that before. Hey, do you want to feel my face? No, I don't want to feel your face. I think that's weird. But some people do it. That's not my cup of tea. So he takes her hand and she does feel his face, which is a good thing. Because one night, it might have been that night, she goes out to smoke another cigarette. She was drinking, so she was smoking cigarettes. And she went down, and when she goes out, she's always like, Tyson, Tyson. And she wasn't hearing him call or say anything, so she's walking around, and she kicks something, and it was like a sleeping bag, so she kneels down to feel, and she can tell it's a person. And she feels the face, and then she realizes, like, oh my gosh, it's Tyson, and he's dead. So she goes back up and gets her phone and calls the police. Well, the police get there, and there is nobody. And they're like, well, you just had a little bit too much to drink. You probably just imagined it. She's like, I did not imagine a body. There was a body there. And I was like, oh, Lord. So she gets real invested in, Tyson's murder. She pretty much becomes like a self-made detective. And it's really funny because, she's walking around with, her cane. Well, she's got a guide dog. His name is like Pretzel. And but she doesn't like to use the guide dog as much because she feels like it takes away from her independence. So I don't do the cane or the guide dog. I just have people guide me. I don't feel that confident in myself right now, but I'll get there. I'll get me a dog eventually. I don't know how my little dogs will react. But anyway, so she's telling her roommate Jess, I know there was a body, Tyson's dead, and the cops are not taking her seriously. Well, the cops, it was a team, Jules and Dean. And you kind of like don't know like why they won't take her more seriously. I get it. She's blind and she doesn't know what she's seen because technically she didn't see anything. She just felt somebody's face. And she gets really mad. She's bugging Dean, the cop, and like she's got his number on her phone and everything like that. And she's like trying to get them to take the case seriously, but because he's technically a runaway and she's not family, she can't file a police report. That the mom or the dad has to file the police report. So she's tracking down Tyson's mom, and she finds her. And I'm just like, this chick is like inspiring to me. Like, she was headstrong on finding her, which you find out later, they were pretty much really good friends. She just never really realized it until he was gone. The show, I've watched season 1. I don't know how many seasons it is. I want to say that it's 4, but don't quote me. But I'm fixing to start season 2. But season 1, I'm just gonna say, had a twist at the end I did not expect. I was like, what? And the girl, Murphy, she ends up liking a guy, and his name is Max, and everybody calls him like food truck guy because he like drives around a food truck, and I guess that's his job. But you find out more about that, and then Tyson's cousin he just sounds suspicious. Just like he's got that tone in his voice where he just sounds like you're lying. But the ending was really, really like mind blowing to me. The season finale of season 1. The show, I'm gonna warn you, because the first episode that I put on, I was like, are you kidding me? Because, just a warning, there is a lot of sexual content. I don't know if it's like full on nudity or just like just the sounds. I don't know because I can't see. But the show does have audio description. This is another one that you can find on Netflix. It was a guy that I know told me to check it out because he's like, oh my gosh, you're really going to like this show. It's about a blind girl and she keeps getting in all these really bad situations and it's really good. And I watched it and it's really good. I want y'all to check it out if you've never heard of it. It is called In the Dark. It is got a lot of like people in it, you know, because Murphy's parents, they run this business where they train and help blind people get guide dogs. And Murphy works there, but she don't work much. She just kind of like lays out back on the bench and smokes a cigarette. She's just kind of like whatever. But, you know, you have the roommate Jess, and then you have a guy that works at the business. His name is Felix. He gets more involved later on into the season, more than, you know, the beginning. But Max is a good one, and Darnell, Tyson's cousin. And then, you know, of course you have Jules, the cop, and then Dean. And then you got a girl in there. Her name is like, I want to say Mia. And at first I couldn't figure it out, but I found out later she is in prison. And I was like, well, what does she matter? She didn't kill him. But it's a lot to that. I'm not spoiling the whole thing with the whole Mia thing, because that one took a really weird turn that I did not see that coming. So I do want y'all to check it out, like, for real. It's really good. And if you're blind, I mean, it's got the audio description, and it's cool to, in my opinion, to watch something about, you know, somebody being blind, because like she loses her phone a lot. I can't tell y'all how many times I have sat on the couch and lost my phone, and I know it's right there. I just can't find it. And, you know, it's a lot of things that reminds me of myself when it comes to being visually impaired. That's just like dead on. Like, it's very accurate. So, if you want to watch it, I do encourage it. It's really good. Like, I think I told you, it's on Netflix. So, and it's got audio description, so that is a big plus if you're visually impaired, and you would definitely need it for this show. So, if you do watch it, let me know what you think. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't be blindsided. And we'll see you soon with another review. Thanks.